That's Charlie XCX, BBC Radio 1 all afternoon, MTV Live. Love what they do. As I do the folks at Dollar General, there's a reason for the Dollar General clock. I'll tell you more about that in a moment, but I love that brand. You can save all kinds of cash on some good stuff, and they're good business for neighborhoods in Western Pennsylvania. You got your box dinner for tonight, Fox's Pizza. Get ready to drop that puck. Still time to give them a call. The Leones in Monaca, Center Township. All right, reach out. And make sure you have this flying proudly in your house, the AAA Pittsburgh Penguins rally towel. Ty Ballou, let's talk Dollar General. And you and I in PLB Sports, we love that brand and those stores that really have brought back the modern day 5 and 10 in the community. And man, I stopped in yesterday, and man, they were busy in Rochester. And you know what? That's just good business, isn't it?
You know, Rob, they're my biggest client. I make all their canned vegetables and their canned fruit in there. So you go into Dollar General, whether it's Libya vegetables or they have their own brand and both vegetables and fruit. So they are great. They're a low cost operator. The quality of the products are absolutely excellent in those stores. And, you know, it's convenient. You can kind of get in and get out kind of quickly. So I love Dollar General. You know, there's over 14,000 Dollar General stores across the country. It's absolutely crazy. And they're opening up 1,000 stores every year. Well,
when you talk to the brass, let them know how much your Pratte Pack loves them. And, you know, always trying to save a few bucks, and I love what they do. Now, I kind of just memorized this stuff moments ago off the AT&T Samsung smartphone. Been a busy day, so bear with me, folks. Let me just begin by telling you that Ivan Nova, through 6 shutout innings, Bucks beat Jeff Locke in Miami. The final 3-1. They take on Colorado at PNC Park tomorrow. Also today, golf. It was Daniel Berger, the 24-year out of Florida, retaining his St. Jude crown at the FedEx St. Jude Classic. He did it, TPC Southwind, with a 4 under 66. Other sports news of the day. Ryan Blaney got the checkered flag NASCAR at the Poconos. So those are some things that happened earlier today. But the thing that really matters the most right now, you see that pennant from Coons Market. It's the Pittsburgh Penguins. And the matchup to watch on NBC, Mike Doc Emmerich with the call. It's got to be PK Subban and Sidney Crosby. And sooner or later, it is going to be, I think, the talent of Sidney Crosby that will bust through. And I also think as Crosby goes tonight, Game 6, chance for the Pens to win their back-to-back cup on the road. That's the only way they've ever won a Stanley Cup. This will be the 5th in their franchise histories on road ice. It will be number 87 this evening. Ty Ballou.
No, Rob, I'm right with you. We didn't see a lot of love between those two in Game 5, but I think you hit the nail on the head. It's really about talent. Nashville certainly has a great deal of talent. They wouldn't have gotten the Stanley Cup Finals without playing as well. But that 6-0 thrashing the other night, I just think at the end of the day, you know, the best talent's going to come out. And yes, I'm a little bit biased here, but, you know, we roll 3 lines out there. I think we actually have a hotter goalie in Murray. Certainly if Marc-Andre would be in there too. Pecorine either is brilliant or he is very vulnerable. So I think we're in their heads. That was a thrashing the other night. I kind of wish they would have held back a few of those goals, but Sid just takes it up to another level, and the greatest thing about him, he takes everyone with him up there, whether it's Connor Sherry, Jake Gensel, even when Gino and Kessler on the ice with them, it goes both ways, certainly offensive, and then he'll go rough and tumble. So I think it's going to be a great game tonight. I have a feel, you know, they like closing it out on the road, so I think they're going to close it out tonight in Game 6.
What did you see the other night for them to be able to put up 6 goals? What was it that their offense did that night that they haven't been able to do so far?
You know, I was watching that game, Rob, and they came out with such great intensity, and I said to my son Ryan, we're watching the game, I said, I just wonder if they can keep this intensity up, and they did it for 3 periods. You know, I think that early goal, I know that's really cliche, but you score early, you get in their heads. I think they scored about a minute 19 into the game, and I just think that got in their heads, and they just continue to roll it up. So, you know, it's not that tricky. They played here for 8 to 9 months. They got to bring it. They got to bring it early. It's going to be very, very crazy in that house tonight down in Bridgestone Arena. But I think if they can break out early, and maybe not necessarily score early. I mean, that's certainly you want to do that. But some hard hits, out hustle these people, and I think we have more speed than them, and I think that's what they did. And they did it for 3 periods. Again, I know that sounds very trite, but they have to do it for 3 periods. I don't see a 5-0 or 6-1 game here. I see a lot closer game here. I think the team that scores the first goal is going to really clamp down a little bit. But I don't know. The Pens seem to be in their heads, and I just hope they can bring what they had in Game 5.
All right, in closing, get out and visit one of these as you see this long list of wonderful local watering holes, saloons, bars, restaurants, and say go Pens. And if they don't have food, you tell the folks to go Fox's Pizza, because you know what? It won't take long for the Fox to get to wherever you are tonight with some great pizza. Mr. Ballou, you and your family enjoy the evening, and as you like to say, let's go Pens, okay?
Let's go Pens. Thank you, Robbie. Go